Hey guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be creating this really pretty, beautiful, smoky glam look, which is very appropriate for this particular season. It's a very model on duty sort of a look. And you can also recreate this for any of the Indian weddings as well, like on any Indian outfits as well. It looks so classic, so sultry, sexy, and beautiful. So yeah, guys, if you want to see how I created this look step by step, then please keep on watching. So first for my primer, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is a very good primer and I like to use a lot of it. As you all can see, I've took around 5 to 6 pumps of the primer. It kind of, helps to hold your makeup on for a very long time. And again, this primer is really good to, give that nice smooth finish, and also it keeps your skin very hydrated and moisturized throughout the day. And next for my foundation, I'm going to be taking the mix of these two. First, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. And the shade is a little too dark for me, but the foundation is amazing. It gives a very skin-like sort of a finish. And yeah, and next I'm going to take this Morphe brush. Now, this is not my favorite brush, but I just had it and I had to use it. So, and I'm going to mix in the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD Foundation. And this in the shade Nude Beige, which is very light for my skin. So mixing these two, gives me that perfect shade match for my skin tone. And I'm just going to apply this all around my face. I'm just going to buff and blend into my skin with the help of this Morphe brush. Both the foundations are very skin-like. They give a nice dewy finish on the skin and also give a very healthy glow. So that's what I love. And also both of them are medium coverage. They're not full coverage. And that's exactly what I love to use on my skin. And next for my concealer, I'm going to be taking the Sugar concealer, and this is so good, you guys. This is in the shade number 30, and it's definitely a very light for my skin, but I love using such light concealers because it just hides all of my dark circles, and it also brightens my face at the same time. So I love to use lighter concealers, and it works for me. And I'm going to generously apply this all around my eye area, on my on the areas where I want to highlight the main points of my face. And again, taking this Morphe brush, I'm just going to blend everything. And I love this brush to blend my concealer because it just does a very good job. It's perfect, it fits perfectly on the smaller areas. I first like to blend my concealer with a concealer brush because it helps in covering up all the areas very precisely, just to highlight those the high points of my face. And then with the help of a beauty sponge, I'm just going to dab all around my face, so that the sponge will take off any of the excess foundation and also removes all the brush strokes and gives a nice flawless finish. And to set all of this in place, I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. This in the shade number 25 medium, and I really like this loose powder because it sets at the same time, it matches my skin tone perfectly. Also adds a little bit of coverage to my skin, so that's why I like it. Again, I'm using this smaller brush to set all the areas where we have concealed. For my bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Sugar bronzer in the shade Woody Wonder, and again, it's a very beautiful warm tone bronzer. I absolutely love this. I think it flatters my skin tone. Again, with the help of this Morphe brush, I'm just going to apply on on the usual areas, on the areas where I want to chisel my face and give some shape and definition to my face. Because of all the concealer and foundation, my face looks very flat, and this definitely gives adds that definition, and also makes my face look a little more chiseled and sharp, which I like. And I also love nose contouring, you guys. Just having those, that slim nose, that is something that I absolutely love. So I'm also doing nose contour. And moving on to my blush, I'm going to be taking the Color Bar blush, and I'm going to apply this on the areas, usual areas on my cheeks, above my bronzer, and also a little bit on my forehead, my nose, because I love nose blush. And also, if you add a little bit on your forehead and your chin, it just like makes everything look very cohesive, and it looks very pretty, especially because it's winter. It gives a nice, like a winter kiss sort of a look. So my blush looks a little harsh, and to just smoothen out all of that and to take off that excess blush from my face, I'm going to take another, like plain blush without any product in it, and I'm just going to blend everything once again, so all the bronzer and powders that we have used just looks very nice and blends out. So next, moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be taking the Mars I Belong in Your Purse eyeshadow palette. This is such a beautiful warm tone palette, especially the mattes are amazing. So first, I'm going to be taking this peachy orange sort of a shade, and I'm going to apply this generously all over my crease, starting from my inner corners, like my inner crease, to all the way up to my outer crease. And also, I'm going to apply this on my outer lash line to add some definition. And I'm dragging this shade all the way up to my temples more than usual, and I'm also going to apply this on my lower lash line as well to give some color and to add some definition on my lower lash line. So yeah, again, with the shade, as you all can see, I'm just going with the flow and like smoking it out more than usual, and that's exactly what you want to give that elongated eye shape. And next, I'm going to take this a chocolate brown shade from the same palette, and again, I'm just going to intensify my outer corners and also add more definition to my crease. So I'm using this with the help of this dense fluffy brush, so it gives like a precise of an application. And next, I'm going to take the darkest brown from the palette, and again, I'm just going to intensify my crease and my outer corners and just elongate my eye shape. And this just gives such a nice, like, as I said, that's the look that we are going for, that elongated eye shape. And again, I'm just going to blend everything out, and I'm also going to apply the same shade on my lower lash line as well to add even more definition. And then I'm going to go back to my first color, which is that peachy orange shade, and I'm just going to again blend everything out. And I'm also going to apply this on my inner corners, and also take a little bit on my nose. So it just makes our nose look a little more slimmer and cute, and it just gives that fierce eye look. And next, I'm going to take this chocolatey brown, like a shimmery shade from this Forever 52 eyeshadow palette. Now this is such a beautiful palette to have. It has some amazing shimmery shades, but this particular color, this chocolate brown color, was speaking to me, and I had to do something around this shade. Okay, so when I first saw this, I was like, oh my god, it is so good. And look at that, it looks so pretty on my eyelids. And again, I'm going to first apply with my fingers, and then I'm going to take a brush so that I can apply this on the inner corners, because I can't reach my inner corners with my finger. So I'm using the brush, and I'm also going to apply this on my lower lash line as well, taking all the way from inner corners to just half of my lower lash line and also half of my eyelids. And then I'm taking the Mars kajal. I showed this previously in my video. I'm just going to tightline both my upper and lower lash line, and I'm also going to add it on the lash band of my eyes, so it makes it look very smoky and gives off that sultry vibe. So yeah, I'm first going to apply a very light amount, and then with the help of this smudging brush, I'm just going to smudge to make it look a little more smoky and give that, as I said, like the smoky sexy vibe. And yeah, I'm going to do the same thing on my top, on the upper lash line as well. And I'm also going to wing a little bit, like slightly. And moving on to my lips, you guys, I'm taking this in color lip liner. This is in the shade silky brown, and it's such a pretty, like a cool tone, like dark brown shade, so that it gives a nice shape to my lips. And then I'm going to take this Huda Beauty liquid lipstick in the shade Icon. It's a very pretty orange nude sort of a shade. It's very pretty and very unique, but I wanted to give that monochromatic look, but this looked way too orange for my liking. So I'm going to add another shade from Kiro Beauty. This is called as Cinnamon Nude. It's a very pretty color, and I'm just going to add a little bit. And as you all can see, look at that, it's such a pretty color, and this looks like it just ties everything together. I love how my lipstick looks like. And lastly, you guys, I'm also going to do my brows, because I didn't do my brows before. So I'm not doing anything much. I'm going to just fill in my sparse areas, and that's how I like. So it looks very natural. And I'm going to brush out my brows. And moving on to my eyes again, I forgot to add some mascara. I'm not adding any false lashes today. Going back to that black shade from the palette, and I'm just going to wing my inner corner, so it gives that cat eye, that feline cat eye sort of a look which makes your eyes look even more sexy and sultry, and yeah, just adds to this entire, like winter sexy look. So I love doing that. And I'm also going to smoke out my lower lash line a little more, and also dragging that, wing a little bit. And to set everything in place, I'm taking the Smashbox primer water, and this will just help in setting your makeup and also gives off a very nice, like a natural dewy finish on your look. And lastly, to add some glow to my face, I'm going to take the Nykaa's highlighter palette. This is such a beautiful palette. I'm taking that, like a champagne shade from the palette, not the gold one, but the champagne one. And I'm just going to add some glow onto my face. And I'm just going to apply this on my brow bone, on my nose, and I'm also going to add it a little bit on my cheeks and my forehead, and I'm also adding a little bit on my chin, so it just gives a nice glowy look onto my face. And I'm also lastly just fixing my hair a little, with this brush, making sure all of my baby hair and flyaways are in place. And yeah, guys, that completes today's look. I absolutely love how this look turned out. It looks so nice and just looks very smoky and sultry and sexy. I absolutely love it. I think you definitely have to try this look out for, especially this season, for winters, holidays. This just looks really, really pretty. And also, you can recreate this on any of your Indian wear. It looks really gorgeous and very, very pretty. So that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit on the notification bell. I'll catch you all next time with another interesting video. Until then, you all know the drill. Keep slaying. Bye, guys.